My name is Jordan Herschel. I'm an outdoor landscape photographer based here in the Southwest, and today I'm here with Maverick Helicopters to talk a little bit about my favorite national parks. One of the best things about Vegas is, outside of all the glitz and the glam of the Strip and everything that has to offer, is that it's centrally located to so many amazing world-class national parks. Death Valley National Park is one of my all-time favorites. It's only a 2.5 to 3 hour drive from Las Vegas and features some of the darkest skies and the coolest sand dunes you could possibly see. Make sure to bring water, and it might not be the best to visit in the summertime because we just had a record high temperature there, but it's amazing the other 9 months out of the year. In the spring you get a lot of wildflowers, and in the fall and the winter you can see a lot of coyotes and other wildlife. Make sure to check out the Mesquite Dunes, and if you're brave, check out Zabrowski Point for sunrise or sunset, and also Badwater Basin, which is the lowest elevation point in the United States. As a photographer, one of my favorite things about Death Valley is the night skies. It's so far removed from many sources of large light that at night the stars in the Milky Way shine so bright.
What's up, gang? My name is Stan Moniz. I'm an adventure photographer and filmmaker based in Orange County, California. I'm here today with Maverick Helicopters to talk a little bit about my favorite park and possibly even my favorite place in the world, Joshua Tree National Park. So what makes this park so special and unique to itself is that it is specifically located between two deserts. Because both deserts, the Colorado and the Mojave Desert, is so distinct, containing their own vegetation, wildlife, rock formations, it makes for a full day of adventure if you're up for it. At the south side of the park, at lower elevations, you can find your Cholla cactus garden, your Acatillo trees, and at the higher elevations, you'll start to find more unique boulders and rock formations, and of course, your Joshua trees. This park has definitely something for everyone. From camping under a beautiful dark night sky, which is my favorite, from your basic to advanced hikes, to rock climbing, to bouldering, if you're up for the adventure, it's there. Quick tip, if this is your first time visiting the park, I highly recommend you taking this beautiful leisure drive at golden hour down Park Boulevard. It's gonna roughly take you about 30 to 40 minutes. Start your drive from the west entrance of the park and end it on the north side of the park. And if you have not done this drive yet at golden hour, you are missing out. You need to do it. Watching the sun go down and seeing these shadows cascade down these massive boulders and rock formations is just unbelievable. It's hard to beat a desert sky. Taking the drive, watching the colors in the sky change from a deep blue to pastels to pinks and purples, it's just magic.
Bryce Canyon National Park is only a 3.5 to 4 hour drive from Las Vegas. This place is stunning. It features a number of great geological features, large red columns that are so cool to hike through and photograph. The great thing about Bryce is that it's good for all seasons. It's cooler in the summer than here in Vegas, so you can go outside and enjoy yourself, and in the winter it gets quite a bit of snow, which can be really fun to see and play around in. One of my favorite things at Bryce are the hoodoos. These are the large orange columns that you've probably seen photos of. They glow really orange and red in the sun. They can be amazing during sunrise and sunset, which I love as a photographer. A photo tip for you if you visit Bryce is to bring a wide angle lens. You get really up close to these hoodoos and they're quite tall, so a wide angle really helps you capture it all in frame. Zion National Park, located in Utah, is only a 2.5 hour drive from Las Vegas. One of my favorite things about Zion National Park are the hikes, and there's a hike for everybody. Zion exists in this large canyon. They're surrounded by these awesome red walls. Zion National Park is known for its unique hikes, and there's a hike for everybody. Whether it's walking up and down the Virgin River or hiking all the way up to Olmsted or Angel's Landing, there's something for everyone of every hiking ability. One of my favorite hikes is Angel's Landing. It's about 3.5 miles up a pretty steep vertical face, but provides you amazing views down the entire canyon. Another one of my favorite hikes is the Narrows, which allows you to wade up the Virgin River between these giant sandstone walls. A photography tip for Zion National Park is, if you have the time, try to be there early in the morning or near sunset. When the sun gets low and you're low in the canyon, the walls really take on this orange and red glowing reflective color. Grand Canyon National Park is the furthest national park we'll be covering from Las Vegas, but it's still only a 4.5 hour drive. This national park is one of the most iconic in the world and one of the 7 natural wonders. One of my favorite things about Grand Canyon National Park is just the sheer size and scale of the place. It doesn't matter which rim you go to, you're going to be blown away by the absolute size of it. Also, one of the best things about Grand Canyon National Park is that it's totally accessible to anyone. Watchtower and Mather Point are absolutely amazing. You can just walk right up to the edge and look over. One of the unique things about the Grand Canyon is that you're able to see it by air. Walking up to the edge at Mather Point or Watchtower and looking over is an absolutely amazing experience, but there's no way to truly grasp the scale of the place until you see it from above. You may notice that if you visit the Grand Canyon and go up to the edge, it looks like it just goes on forever. One of the unique things about seeing it from a helicopter is even from high up, it still seems to stretch on to infinity. My photography tip for the Grand Canyon is, if you have one available, bring a long lens. The canyon is just so large and the textures and layers are so cool that it can be really neat to get a close-up perspective. If you're visiting Las Vegas and you want to see the Grand Canyon but you don't have time to drive, one of the coolest things is that you're able to see it by air. Instead of driving 4 hours in a car to the Grand Canyon, you can be from your hotel to the Grand Canyon and back via helicopter in that same 4 hours. As a commercial photographer, I've been fortunate to fly with a number of helicopter companies here in Las Vegas. I choose Maverick because of the safety, the facilities, and the pilots. I've never been up in a helicopter and had a bad time. The pilots are super knowledgeable, and at all times you're made to feel safe and welcome. Although it's not a national park, honorable mention goes to Valley of Fire State Park. Here in Nevada, we're very proud of it. It has amazing red rocks and is beautiful any time of day that you go. Also, one of the best things is that it's the closest one to Las Vegas that we're mentioning here. It's only an hour drive each way. Las Vegas is obviously famous for its glitz and glamour, but one of my favorite things about Vegas is that it's centrally located to so many cool national parks and other great outdoor activities. If you come visit, make sure to take a little time to get outside.